Hi, I'm Janet Fielding, and I played Tegan Javanka in Doctor Who, and this is the legend of the travelling Tardis.
Hello and welcome, fellow Whovians, to the legend of the traveling TARDIS. We are live. Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Paparazzo Dave Chapman. We're ready for another great episode of the traveling TARDIS. Are you guys ready? Because we're going to have a lot of fun. Testing. Yes, it does seem to be working there, Christian. Whatever you were testing. Sorry for the slight delay. We had a little bit of kerfuffle that was not Christian's fault, and then a little bit of kerfuffle that was Christian's fault. We're going to blame Christian because, we can. He's not on the screen. I can blame him for all I want. I'm a terrible human being. I fully acknowledge this.
You were saying?
He does have control, however.
You were saying?
I was saying it's all your fault that we were so late.
Well, partially it was, partially it wasn't. I also noticed we can chat from Rumble. I was testing that little ditty out, and I guess we can. I don't know if I don't see our chats going to Rumble, and it would help if I spelled Rumble correctly. But yeah, it's not showing that it's like Rumble. In the feed, it's not showing that. That's weird.
Right.
Anyway, I mean, if you by some chance, if you're watching from Rumble and you want to chat with us, we'll pick up your chats over here. So
that's the theory. But yes, we've got a great episode. Where did this idea come from for this episode, Christian?
I was just talking to a friend of mine, and we were I think it may have been James or been Billy, but I was just going off of like quotes and stuff. And I remember when I was talking to I was at a convention one time, and there was a woman who was cosplaying Wonder Woman, and she was some kind of guest over there. And she never watched Doctor Who, and she walked up to me and asked me, why do you like this show so much? What's so special about that? And she wasn't being mean or anything. She was very candid. She wanted to know what this show was about. And at the time, we didn't have the little technology that we had, and I was playing quotes from a little boombox that I had at the time. And the episode that was coming up at that time, it's not my selection, but I think it's still one of the best ones, was the episode of Stonehenge when the 11th Doctor is standing up and he's doing his little speech on top of that hill, on top of the blocks, and he's just sitting there challenging it. And I explained to her, and I said, this is the moment when the Doctor goes up over there and he's pointing at his enemies. He has absolutely no weapons, no guns, or anything. And yet his enemies are frightened of him just because of his reputation alone. And he has nothing to defend himself, but they're still scared. In other words, he's playing a game of poker. He not only takes out his cards, which are 2-7 unsuited, if you know anything about poker, and throws them out on the table. He's convinced all of his enemies he's got a full house without any of the cards playing. And I said, could you imagine Wonder Woman going up to Cheetah, going up to all of her enemies right there at that moment, and her reputation is her weapon? I said, this is my Doctor. This is the Doctor who has saved people countless times and lives out there. And playing along it was the Stonehenge speech. And believe it or not, that actually got her to watch Doctor Who. I don't know how she's doing. I haven't seen her that it was somebody I met at the convention. But I was thinking, what other speeches and what other things have been influenced in our lives? What kind of speeches and what kind of lines from Doctor Who may have influenced our way of thinking, may have changed the way our thinking, or maybe made us look in a different direction. So this is where the episode spawned out. It spawned out from a Wonder Woman cosplayer. And I always want to go over all these quotes because these are some of the best stuff writing are all these quotes that we're probably going to be going well, not probably, but the quotes that we're going to be going over today. And I was very excited to see what people came up with. And I know there's hundreds of other lines out there that we're probably not even going to touch, maybe for another podcast. But I would love to see not only what we came up with, but what people come up with in the chats. If you go over to the chats right now and throw us your favorite line, if you're lucky, we'll put it up for posting. And of course, if you super chat us, definitely be posted for the posting. There you go.
There we go. All right, and we've got a great team today. Not just Kristen and I. Not that Kristen and I aren't a great team. We're a great team. Here, fist bump. I go the other way.
There you go. No, that is my way. Boom.
There we go.
Boom.
Woo.
There you go. Ow.
We're cool now, right?
Exactly. Don't tell anybody else.
Don't tell anybody else. All right, let's
turn off my light here. Hang on.
Let's bring some more people in here. Let's start with.
Oh, that's better.
Oh, I know. We're starting with the embarrassed one. Embarrassed, third-hand embarrassment. Melody.
Wait, I see the embarrassed one.
I was doing this at first, and then just was like, "My God, y'all."
What are we doing? Yes,
of course he's going to call you out.
Hi, everybody. I just discovered, or realized, and my silly discovered that I putting in the chat is that I'm watching my own big head on YouTube and realizing the chats in mobile are different than in full screen. So if I stay in the mobile, I was like, oh, okay. So I'm like going back and forth trying to chat to everybody. I mean, all of them feed through this wonderful thing of StreamYard. But yeah, when you're interacting, it's like, oh my goodness. So yeah. Anyway, hi everybody. Hello, Hovians. I can't wait to talk about this episode. And not episode, like all of our favorite episodes. We can try this again because we're live. Good job, Melanie. I can't wait to talk about this episode of The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, where we can get to bring up all of our quotes, and I get to bring up my personal grudge against the people who took the quotes from me. I submit a quote, bam. I submit another quote, bam. So let's see. Names will not be mentioned yet.
I'm going to leave that in Melanie's spoiler count. She'll explain what happened when we brought up her quotes and she was submitting them to me and she goes, "These are my pick," and I'll let her explain because
we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get
exactly. Next up, let's bring in the man behind the scenes producing for us tonight, and joining us, Reverend Amagon Tom. How you doing, my friend?
There you go, sir. Are you eating?
Probably.
No, not this time. I was looking for something. I thought, just ate. I could eat it again.
No, wait till after before you eat.
Well, he's going to be producer, so he's going into producer's corner, and then he can eat anything he wants. He can do anything he wants.
Yay!
Right. I can do anything.
He can eat candy.
Almost everything.
Candy.
Speaking
man.
of which, Mark, I have a new candy to sample on this episode. So
okay.
I don't know if you ever heard it, but we'll show it later.
Okay, that's fine. I love candy, you know that. But
yes,
I've got a quote, but I've asked the team to see if anyone in the audience can actually guess what this actually says.
Yes, and I don't like that you refer to my mother that way, so put it down.
I'm sorry.
Where do you start the quote? Is it supposed to be at the very top?
Hamster.
Like at the 12 o'clock, and then you work your way in?
I think so. Yeah, it's so long ago since I've done it, so I can't remember. But it was like, because you got circles within circles within circles.
Yeah.
So you got like the big whole thing, which is a circle. Then you got little circles, which are like sentence paragraphs, and then you've got circles within those paragraphs, which are the sentences, and then you've got the circles, which are the words within inside the circles. So a lot of roundels.
I love it. The round.
Yeah.
I love the round things.
I love the round
Yeah.
things.
But not when you're doing Gallifreyan. It's crazy.
Melanie, what are
So-
the round things?
What are the
They're
round things?
fantastic.
Cookies.
So I'm all
They're
good.
cookies.
It's UK. It's nighttime, and I'm looking very forward to this show because I think my quote is one of the ones which I love, but not a lot of people quote it. And I'll
Oh,
give you
I wanted to
two.
see your kitchen. I bet you people didn't know there was that actual background behind Mark.
Yeah, Mark is not actually sitting in a bowl of candy.
Yes,
I wish
he
I
is.
was.
Yes, we all
Got
wish he was.
freaking Willy Wonka strapped to the back of his.
Well, I can only blame one person for this candy situation, and she's sitting there.
It's true.
It's not my fault. And first
I
of
think you're
all, I will not look. Yesterday, true story. Kevin and I go to. I lied. Sunday, we go to a place in our area called London Pride, where it's a nice little British shop and has everything from crisps, sweets. You can get canned goods, all the kind of stuff that's imported. And I walk into the candy section, and there's Kevin going, "Do you want a Terry's?" And I'm just like, "Nope." Still cannot have a Terry's orange anything because of you, Mark. You obliterated that taste bud. This man
sorry.
gave me 15 kilo of chocolate, and it was all like Terry's. It was wonderful, but my God, I can't do it anymore.
I wish.
It all started because of Smarties.
It did start because of the Smarties.
Actually,
Real
so that's
Smarties.
Dave's
Real
fault.
Smarties.
Do I see another
so.
episode coming on between you two?
Oh God, no! Please not again. I'm gonna send Mark more ranch. Do you need more ranch? Do you need more ranch? Everything?
Yeah,
ranch
I-
powder, ranch
yeah,
dressing.
I
It
get
was a
no
ranch
of
ranch.
that, Helga.
Okay.
Always need more ranch. Little plushy stuff in the ranch bottle.
Okay.
They
Mark,
exist.
I'm gonna send you some.
I've seen 'em.
I'll begin the care package again. Here
Thank
we
you,
go.
Mark.
Yep, we got another
Oh,
episode,
goodness.
guys. Get hungry.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Yeah,
So
back to the ranch.
coming back to this episode,
Yes.
we're not
Yeah.
done yet. We've still got more people. So let's bring in Sean from Our Philosophy Is. Hello, my friend.
Hello. I'm doing well today, given that there was a Monty Python quote that I caught earlier. With the, it was the, your mother was a hamster. I
Your
caught
mother
that.
snuffed the elderberries.
Yes. Now go away, or I shall taunt you a second time. Yeah, I love that movie. But I'm doing great because I am really excited to see what everybody else's quotes are, because my quote that I picked, which I will not spoil yet, but my quote is one that I thought everybody else would have tried to choose. So now I'm wondering if I'm one of the thieves of Melanie's quote. I have to wonder that now, but I guess we'll all find out when it all is out on the table. But I'm excited to see what everyone else's is, because I think I picked one of the more commonly quoted ones. So that tells me that everyone else probably picked a really good one if they didn't pick that one. So they're probably all bangers, I'm thinking. So I'm excited to see what everybody picked.
I would have loved if Capaldi said to a bad guy at one point, "Go, I fart in your general direction."
Is this someone else we can talk to?
That's the 12th Doctor right there. That's where that's coming from. That's
Yes.
Capaldi.
Oh, I would do it. He would be my favorite Doctor of all time if somebody wrote that.
You know what I would love though, Christian? If he
Yes, sir.
not if he was on top of the castle doing that, but if he was the one at the bottom of the castle dealing with those guys, because I think he probably would have fairly thoroughly dispatched them with all kinds of insults. You know,
Yes.
he's had 2,000 years to think of insults.
I'm
Can't
thinking
imagine.
the last episode that he was in, he should have said that to the two masters missing. After that long, like really great speech that just like brought tears to everybody, it was just like, yeah, I fart in your general direction. Oh, that's how you end that.
You should have gone full Malcolm. With all the profanity.
Oh yeah. Oh, what do you got? What do you have there, sir?
Oh God.
Ranch seasoning. Yeah.
Oh, I think you're mute, sir. You are muted.
That's how much I got left. It's just down here.
Oh, okay. So you're doing okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
I love my ranch.
I will get you more.
Everybody in the chats right now. If Mark opened a ranch store, would you buy from Mark? If he did that in England, would you buy from Mark a good thing of ranch? I mean, ranch dressing, ranch seasoning, everything. I would.
Yeah.
You should call it Ranch Ranch.
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 Candy ranch.
Candy ranch.
Candy Ranch.
Ranch
Yeah, I'm
ranch.
still waiting for Billy to make his version.
I know. They just finally made seasonings. So I mean, there's 3 types of seasonings. I don't know the name off the top, but we've been selling them at the conventions, and we've been selling out. One's called I think Grange or something like that, and that sells out at every convention. He just like gone. So. Would Mark share the ranch? That's the question. Yeah, would Mark be just like eating the profits? Are you going to sell that? No.
It's mine.
There's a lollipop. Shut up.
It's my precious.
My precious.
Speaking of precious, let's go to the news.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So
that came out of nowhere.
So yes, we've got a great episode for you, despite what you may think of this, and whatever we've gotten through here.
Let's listen to the voices in my head, or wherever I heard that voice.
All right, hold on. And I've been kind of working on something in the background, which is why I've been quiet. And we will go like this, and we will go like this, and.
I think you have to bring Gadget on for him to get in the background.
Yes, probably.
It said the magic word. Oh my God, where did you get that?
I just made it.
Are you serious?
He made
I did. That's why I was so quiet during all that, letting you guys go off.
He was tapping.
Look, I have a can of aerosol.
Please send that to me. Please send that to me.
All right.
Look, you have a can of aerosol.
Huh?
Okay.
Oh, lordy.
We're prepared.
Might work again.
So, Gadget, what have we got for news today?
I need that as a profile.
Can we talk to
picture.
No matter how much I hate people. Okay.
That's my line.
Okay. Scene. Okay. So we're celebrating some fun birthdays, especially today with Bruce Boxleiter. You know him from Babylon 5, praying his showrunner actually does the new series of Doctor Who and everything. Who was formerly married to Melissa Gilbert. We don't talk about Melissa Gilbert right now because of the situation that she is in, allegedly, with her new husband. And we're going to leave that at that.
Okay.
But our young Bruce Boxleiter turns 76. He still does not look like it. And I'm hoping that he's going to be doing more in the future because do miss him gracing our screens. He is like so fun, so cool and everything. I remember seeing him in Tron and nobody ever believed me he was in Tron until I proved it and everything because I have the
Nobody believed he was in Tron?
No, they didn't put the two together. My friends didn't even realize. They were like, and then I said, well, how old are you? And then I got the answer and everything. I had to pull out my Disney VHS copy to show them. And it was hysterical. Everyone's like, you have a car? I said, yes, I do. Because the last thing he was in right now was 2 episodes of like Blue Ridge in 2024.
Yeah.
And Christmas Under the Northern Lights, Great American Family. That was the last things we saw him in. And there is a to be announced for Gettysburg 1863, but they're filming at the moment. So we don't know if that's going to happen. But the last other one he did was Space Commander Redemption. So let's keep looking out for things because he does do an occasional here and there holiday special and stuff. And we'll talk about holiday specials later and everything. But everyone wanted us to talk about this wonderful gentleman here who on May 8th made 100 years old, who has actually seen all of Doctor Who, David Attenborough. And some of you may know him. He played in our own Doctor Who as the Master, right? Or the was it Yana? How do you pronounce it?
No, you're. I think you're getting mixed up with
No.
Derek Jacobi, right?
Yeah, no, Jacobi.
Yeah.
Jacoby. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, David hasn't crossed over into the Hooniverse, but I'm not.
He has crossed over in the
Yeah.
universe. He actually was part of the BBC management of Doctor Who when Sidney Newman and Verity Lambert were in control of Doctor Who. He was also part of
that was in the documentary, yeah.
And also a lot of Doctor Who references refer to him, or he does a little bit of narration in some episodes. So he has, but he's not been officially of Doctor Who.
Right. He's never been in it. Okay. There's
Yeah.
still time. Get your ass in there.
He's still time, but you want to laugh? He has seen every episode. He can vouch for that.
Yep.
He has seen every episode. And let's see. What else have we got? Well, these might go 2 and 2 together because we have coming up soon Larry Van Mercerberg from the Doctor Who Collectors podcast. He is going to be gracing our channel very soon, but it's funny that we would get him on when Funko is allegedly releasing new Doctor Who figures later in 2026. I had mentioned this prior on the show a few months ago and everything, but the latest was seen on David Tennant's page back in March, and they're releasing, because I want the one with the TARDIS and David Tennant, but they have Shooty, they have David Tennant, they have the Ninth Doctor, Matt Smith, they have basically those doctors that are coming out, but who knows, you might get more depending on how this goes, because Funko, even though they haven't been really doing things, they are doing things. They're mostly now streaming, like the biggest one was Derpy from K-Pop Demon Hunters, and other types of gaming stuff. But I really am thinking I want that one with the TARDIS to go with my first Doctor that's around here somewhere that is either in storage or somewhere, but I want the first and the 10th to go together, because I don't think somebody is showing the one Christian had prior. Yeah, nobody can touch that price. No, I'm not gonna say the price. Nobody can touch that one. So I can't wait to see what Larry has to say about it and everything, like what his take is on the Funko Pops, because a lot of us do like collecting these. But let's go from Larry to Sophie, because on her podcast, Ace Odyssey, she had Bonnie on from Original Mel, and they were on a couple of days. Let's see, when does it air? It aired Sunday, May 10th. So if you want to take a listen to that, she had on previously Nicholas Briggs, she had Colin on, she had Carol Ann Ford, and who else on here and stuff. So good listen to. If you guys need to check it out, it is Sophie Aldridge, Ace Odyssey. And you can hear it on Spotify as well as like I just did, click on regular internet and look it up, but check it out. It was pretty cool and stuff. And speaking of like guest stars and everything, Chicago TARDIS just announced that they are going to have Jodie Whittaker appear on Friday and Saturday of Chicago TARDIS. I'm trying to get the dates now for you guys because we need to get freezing because I left it on too long. And let's see, Chicago TARDIS dates. November 27th to 29th of this year in Weston, Chicago, Lombard. And they're welcoming Jodie in, as well as past people that have seen might be attending. I'm just check if who else is attending right now, because we have also appearing Liz Shaw, Big Finish Productions, as well as the Master, Jeffrey Beavers. Daisy Ashford is the one who played Liz Shaw. And that one was just garbled because of the tech, because it didn't get to refresh the page. And we're also seeing Big Finish production producers of Jason Haig Ellery. And that's what they have as guests so far, but there's more to come. So I would say get on their mailing list and check out everything. as well as I wanted to tell everybody we have an update on Yanto Shrine. Thank you to Radio Times for letting us know what has been going on with Yanto Shrine, as it's what everybody was kind of fearing, as well as basically what has been going on, because a lot of the artwork and everything is fragile. They cannot get the newspapers off the glass. They are actually stuck on because of all the years of weather and like weathering and stuff. They might have to remove the glass. They went and got a few smaller pieces, but they're returning for larger ones. It is basically just that right now they're trying to preserve what they can, but it has been slowly being shrunk down and taken to a place that can be displayed. And I'm trying to get the name of it right now, because they did say they were telling everybody where they were putting it in the article. I just want to make sure I saw it right. But you can always refer to Radio Times to check out everything. But they had the last pictures in front of it during the documentary. And it's sad because I got to stand there. It was really cool. Like, you do feel the energy off of it. And I had to save this for last because can we just, I mean, David Tennant, he'll never go broke. Let's just put it that way. He will never go broke, because Radio Times also had said yesterday that he will be confirmed to return as a guest host of Have I Got News for You, happening very soon. And the beloved Satiros panel show of two teams is coming back with him as a guest host, which is, let's just hope, is really going to be fun and interesting, because it does air on Friday, June 5th at 9 p.m. on BBC One and iPlayer. That's one thing he's doing. Then thank you to everyone here in New York who crashed the system that I could not get free tickets for this, but brace yourselves. David Tennant will be on live with Kelly and Mark this Monday coming up. He's actually shooting the show before David Cryer, John Cryer and everything. David is actually going to be talking about upcoming movie that he's in, all the other stuff. And I was hoping to bring Squishy and get the tickets, but you guys are evil. You crashed it twice.
Evil.
They crashed the site twice. So, and these are free tickets, and it's a lottery system. So if you don't get in when you get in, you're on standby. And I'm imagining what that line's going to look like out the door at 7, 8 o'clock in the morning here in New York City. So if you guys want to check out that, just Google it and see if you can get on. I'm going to try at midnight or something, but I don't think I'm going to get a ticket, because that twice they crashed the site. Okay. And also our beloved David, during an interview with the Olivier Awards, wanted us to remind us to preserve theater, that we need theater in our life. We need the arts. We need to support our local theaters, not only the big ones, but the little ones as well, because that's where the best talents come out of, allegedly and stuff. But then he also had to make a family affair, because now his daughter is starring in with him in The Rivals, the Battinghams, and she will be playing on screen with him. And it is just, he's all over the place. Let's just put it that way and everything. So basically that's all the news we really have for today, because everyone has been speculating again about the Christmas special because of what's on Unit, what's on everything. Guys, they're redoing things on Unit because there's an anniversary thing with some of the episodes from the original 20 years ago, like with David and Billy and everything, right? And stuff. So take everything with a grain of salt, because maybe they're trying to pay homage to the episodes and give them their due with their anniversaries. And you guys keep saying it might tie to the Christmas special. It might be another Doomsday. It might be another. The way everybody's doing this, it will turn into Doomsday, because there were 3 scripts. Let's just find out and be surprised, because I want to unwrap that present and be surprised. I don't want to keep having to hear it's going to be this, it's going to be that. She's the doctor. This, that. No, they are in production. We know that. We do know that, because they've started collecting extras and everything like that, set props, everything. Those are allowed to be done now. Okay. And we know RTD is supposed to be talking on another show at the end on the 15th at the end of the week and everything. He's supposed to talk about the new series he has with BBC and all that stuff. Just even yesterday and today, there was supposed to be a press release from AMC. Do you see anything? Guys, just enjoy it. Go to Big Finish, get a CD and watch things and reminisce about what the shows were. If we played, like you say, Reddit's right, I'm thinking It's a Wonderful Life. You know, I'm going to just wait for it and open my present because I want one surprise. Maybe he gets allegedly something right. You know, the Christmas special, don't hurt those. But otherwise, take it with a grain of salt. Check your sources, check everything, because right now I'm seeing it as they're trying to reminisce and give the anniversaries to all the episodes, like Sarah Jane's episode with the school reunion. They're trying to get, you know, with the tie into the other episode that was like 20 years ago, 25. You know, just have fun with it. And, you know, because production is not production. You see, he's got what David's got. So he's doing other things, you know. Just watch hair color. I'll just tell you that. Okay. But otherwise, the news is good. You guys got anything cool?
Well, I was just going to say that, what is it? According to Faith, she says Billy is still currently filming season 3 of Wednesday.
Yeah.
Good Omens 3 releases soon as well.
But that was already pre-taped.
Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, I here's the thing with RTD and the Christmas special. Normally around this time, we're getting a box to shake. We're not getting any boxes to shake to see what's inside. So it's kind of interesting.
I am allowed to say that they are trying to get the sets and everything together. But I want to open that present and be surprised.
All right.
I'm tired of this because everyone's reading into things. And what if you want to just be nostalgic about an episode, you know? Like they had on Unit about the drink that Rose's father had created, and then the other Rose tells everybody, no, it's dangerous, you know, and stuff like the Vlinks or whatever that drink is and stuff that was free samples. Like there was a little game thing and stuff. So like I mean I still have my Unit card that I go on and I check the sites and everything and stuff, but it's just telling you about the anniversaries of episodes. And I would think that'd be cool because you have he gave up being showrunner. There's going to be probably a new showrunner. You know, why not honor the episodes that actually worked allegedly, you know, and stuff, you know?
Sure.
Yeah. But otherwise, no, I'm waiting for that present. I want to open. I want to be surprised because everybody will be having a big surprise.
I hope we get a surprise. I've said it for years. That's all I want out of Doctor Who now is to be surprised. And we never get that anymore. So if they can keep, you know, a new Doctor under wraps, or they can keep whatever the Christmas show is under wraps, I'm thrilled.
Yeah, even like
Christmas wrap.
The thing with Billy Piper and the thing with David Tennant, both of those were like, I hear what you're saying, Gadget, about not checking too much online, because like both of those were kind of spoiled for me because I'm very much into like the Doctor Who rumor community. So yeah,
red herrings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you gotta like. I hear the little whispers of red herrings, right?
Yeah,
there's a lot of things that turned into red herrings in Doctor Who.
Mm-hmm. But some of them might be true, in which case you're just gonna have something spoiled. So like that's why I don't really do that anymore, because like after both of those surprises were spoiled, it's like, well, it kind of made them less fun. So yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's worth pointing out the rumor about Billy Piper coming in and regenerating into her came out way before they ever made the decision to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Like we know that was a last minute decision.
Mm-hmm.
They've said that, and so that rumor was out there for ages and ages, and then they did it. So whether that was, I don't believe that was a fan casting, quote unquote, kind of situation. But I mean, just because it's a rumor and just because it turns out true doesn't mean it was always going to be true.
No, because you gotta remember, he might have not gotten the play, and they could have done the third season. He might have gotten, you know what I mean? There's things like contracts and contract disputes and everything, NDAs, NDOs. So you got a lot of things that are like playing a part in, did we get a season 3 because of money, finance, or because of production time? You know, like who got what, who had thought that I'm going to take the easy way out or the hard way out, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right, but I'm just saying someone could be totally completely wrong, but I mean, even if they guess the right thing by accident, it's like it's already put it in your head, so it's like, why not just shut it all off and let yourself be surprised? Like, I wish I would have done that, because then I would have been like, what, David Tennant, what, but
yeah, but he turns up like a bad penny, so
Yeah.
yeah.
It's one of those that it's like you see he's on a roll. He's got the show with his daughter. He's got the game. What is that? The game show? Is that what it is? That satire show?
Yeah.
He's got all the other stuff. Like
Good
he
Omens
is
3.
very work.
Yep.
He just Omens 3, that was already pre-taped because they're finished with that. The series is done.
Yeah.
There's so many things he's doing, and he's got other things in the works. I think he does that one where he yells a lot. That other show that he does, or did he finish that one? That was, or is
He
that the
does
same
that in
one?
a lot of shows.
Because that's what I'm saying. Like the only thing I can think of is like either they're gonna find a way to bring Shooty back and try to do the switch like that, or we could get a whole new Doctor. We don't know. We could get multiple faces that we haven't seen in a while. We don't know, because it could be anything with this Christmas special, because there's nothing yet. And we got him on the show this Friday, I think they said, talking about everything else. So he's going to have to talk about the Christmas special a little bit, because he's still writing it. He still owes them that. But
no, he could. What if RTD actually pushes this to like late November before he even releases anything? I mean, the only concern that I have is it's kind of like the war between the land and the sea. It's just like nobody knows about it.
Oh, that's a big bargain.
We just don't. Now. That's
what. Oh, I just got mad about that again. I kind of forgot about that.
I rest my case. I rest my case there. I was just like, please don't push it out.
How do you think I feel when I bargain for information and I say, can I please have something at least land in the sea, because we have nothing for news? And they're like, the what show? I'm like,
yeah.
Even then, because I know, right? I can't speak. The significant delay between them talking about it and filming it, and then just not airing it. It's like, do you people really want to invest? The more and more you keep waiting, you're now going to have to really significantly invest marketing spend to get this back onto the radars of everyone, because clearly you don't make any type of show and everything else just to attract a single audience. You hope that there is a broad reach because you want it to be successful. Right. And the fact that they just keep shelving it and putting it away, it's like, are you just going to do a Batgirl kind of thing?
Time, right? The only Christmas episode we had was the one with Joy. Right? And then that's it, right? We didn't get anything, and then now this, and then this is getting stalled. So we're owed 2 Christmases then.
I think like the War Between the Land and the Sea, like let's be honest, most super fans have already seen the War Between the Land and the Sea. Like, let's just be completely real. I think they should just drop it. I think they should drop it at midnight on Disney Plus, like a Beyonce album, and just take the L. Like, no more marketing. Just put it on there. Like, we've already seen it anyway.
No, you're right, because even then, with them trying to go, okay, we're going to put it out there. Yeah, to Sean's point, we've already, most people have
Disney
already seen it.
A lot of
so
shows
even your
too.
Yeah, so there go your ratings too, and people are going to go, eh.
For
really like the American audience and the audience that that have not seen it without the use of a VPN.
Well, the worry that I have is, and this is a rumor, that actually Disney is going to take the L and not even show it, and just like not even put it up there.
Yeah, I knew that.
Because they've already canceled a lot of shows.
Well, that was supposed to be part of the package deal when Doctor Who went over to Disney Plus, was that they were going to have the spinoff. But I don't want to be the Debbie Downer, but just the way that Doctor Who performed at Disney Plus, they said, okay, well, now the Land Between the War and the Sea is kind of like the Cooties. It's like, no, we don't want to touch. We already had Doctor Who. Now we don't want
that one episode. I'm wondering if it's that one episode, and you guys know what episode I'm talking about, the food episode.
No,
Tom,
actually, I don't know what you're
talking about. I watched it after Mark and I Alfred Mark reviewed and I produced, and I still remember. I just remember the
what
bang
did they
bang
use,
and
what
the
did
woof
they
woof.
capture as food to make even? Because
Oh yeah,
humans,
the woof
yeah,
woof. Yeah.
humans would eat the fish.
Yeah.
What did they capture?
When you said snack, I wasn't sure. It was like, woof. Yeah. They woofed it all down.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, I know Disney likes to do things with certain things, but I don't think they would condone that episode. Like that would be missing from the repertoire.
Or at least edit it out.
Um,
with a commercial. What was that?
Nothing.
You put me in a corner. No, but
Speaking of commercials, Dave, do you want to go to commercial break?
yes. Let's go to a commercial break.
Let's
end the news. Go to a commercial break.
Ending the news now.
And we'll be returned.
Say your thing.
Yep.
When we return, we will be talking about our favorite quotes. Don't forget to put your favorite quotes into the chat. And of course, super chats will always get posted. And plus, I want to show before we go into our commercial break, that is what I'm going to be sampling.
Lions Bar. One of my favorites.
So
like
I'll be sampling that when
what
we
are
get back
those?
to the commercial break.
Lion.
I've never seen that.
It's from Nestle.
Yeah.
Dave screenshot that.
What, rar?
His rar.
That. I'm a lion.
Get my ears.
Okay, that'll be the new Christian shot picture.
Tom, get us out of here. Get us out.
I didn't listen to that voicemail. I'll tear open that letter you sent. Don't you tell your friends I want you back. I gotta leave you now unread, because you've already said those words that switch my heart to dead from loving you. So you'll stay ghosted and I'll stay focused. I'll sew in close. The spell stays unspoken. A dark silhouette of a marked man, and I'm broken. Right down. I didn't listen to that voicemail. TikTok, that story you sent. Don't you reel me in to get me back.
Are you tired of toxic fandoms? Do you wish we could go back to being happy? So do we. We created the Happiness Patrol to get away from all of the toxicity in fandoms, in life, and so we decided we wanted to do a show about something that makes us happy. And in the first season, that something is Star Wars. So join myself, Cameron, Scott, Jessica, and Melanie on Happiness Patrol at youtube.com/@happinesspatrolshow.
So what's your favorite Western? Is it this one or maybe one of these? Is it a revisionist Western, an anti-Western, or maybe it's an all-time classic? Whether your favorite Western is in black and white, vibrant Technicolor, a spaghetti Western, a neo-Western, a comedy, or maybe it's only really Western in spirit. Whatever it is, this is the podcast dedicated to determining the top 100 Westerns of all time. Every second Monday on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. It's Horses on Film.
I'm author Mark Muncy.
And I'm author Erica Lance.
And this is Eerie Travels.
Greetings, travelers. Join us as we travel through folklore, myths, monsters, legends, and dark history.
Now, we'll be your guide to the spooky side of reality as we discuss cryptids, paranormal, and all things preternatural.
Sometimes we find the truth is way scarier than fiction.
We're on twice a week on your favorite podcast platforms, including iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, and YouTube.
We have amazing guests from all of the areas of the strange and unusual, including witnesses, investigators, and more.
Yeah, with Erica's curiosity and ridiculous array of pop culture and true crime knowledge.
And Mark's decades of experience diving into folklore and the legends with the truth that's behind them.
Yeah, so join us, travelers, as we take you to the edge of reality, and we'll see you on the other side.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show, The Legend of the Traveling Tardis. And we're all here together.
Yes, we are. Welcome back, everybody, to Doctor Who Words to Live By, our episode talking about quotes from Doctor Who and what they mean to us. And let's pull that down. Let's bring our cast back up here. And we'll wait for that, and we won't. We'll just take it down myself. I was trying to let Tom do the producer thing and not touch buttons.
I was going to the banners and play with banners.
No, that's fair. We have a team. We are a team, and yeah, I had to run and get socks, so I'm out of breath.
What?
It's relatively cold down here.
Oh, okay.
I'm still in Canada, remember?
Really?
Well, it is warm. Yes.
Huh?
I fought in your general direction.
We'll keep you warm there, sir.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. I'm going to
It's
regret
okay.
having put that out there, aren't I?
I might have ran to the fridge as well during the commercial break. So I'm like,
Vento? What is Vento?
It's a fruit drink which is blackcurrant, which is highly illegal in the US.
it's not illegal if you go to the correct British shop and purchase it.
Yeah, but you can't grow blackcurrants in the US, can you?
So wait, why would it be illegal in the US?
I don't
You
know.
can't- You can't grow blackcurrants is against the state law because it's like invasive species of plants.
Yeah, I believe. Yeah, I believe so. I think it's some sort of
okay.
invasive thing. I think
What's it?
federal. I don't know. It's blackcurrant. I'm not sure now. No, it's
Skittles.
a really neat little fizzy kind of fruit flavored. I would venture saying soda, but it's not really soda because it's fruit flavored. So Vimto, it's blackcurrant. You've got grape in there. It's raspberry. But yeah, I get it. It's refreshingly different, unmistakably Vimto.
And it's carbonated, right?
It's carbonated. It's lightly carbonated. It's not crazy like a Coke kind of one. But yeah, I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna grab my Vimto since everyone's showing off their little
how
British
is it
foods."
How is blackcurrant spelled?
CURRANT or ENT? I think it's
I think
ANT.
A.
I think it's
Oh.
A.
It's A.
ANT.
Okay, so then this is right because it says currants were banned in the United States for most of the 20th century from 1911 to 1966 because they acted as an intermediate host for white pine blister rust, a fungus threatening the timber industry.
Because I know that was during the UN. Okay, so America.
How's that timber rust doing? Tasty.
America used to have a lot of chestnut trees. We had an insane amount of American chestnuts where not just for eating, but I mean, a lot of our furniture was made out of it. Homes were built out of it. Just so much was built out of chestnut wood. And 6 trees from a Chinese variety of chestnut was brought to the United States, and with it came a blight that was in it, and it destroyed nearly all of the American chestnut trees. So during that, and with having a lot more regulations, the currants were one of those where the second that they thought that a fungus or anything could come in and destroy something that was a native species.
It says current status as of 2025. Around 1,000 farms grow black currants, mostly in New York, Wisconsin, and the Pacific Northwest. It has 4 times more vitamin C than oranges. Wow.
Wow.
How dare we eat healthy over here in the States?
We don't do that.
Well,
we don't do that here.
Oh.
American taste buds, we're more about grapes, so like grape jelly and grape jam and peanut butter and jelly is always we're really grape forward. But when you go, or even raisins, but when you go over to the UK or Mark can speak to it, everything's currant. Blackcurrant.
Yeah, one of the classic things is Skittles. Your purple Skittles are grape. Our purple Skittles are blackcurrant.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all this food talk it reminds me of my favorite Doctor Who quote: "Don't be lasagna." My favorite.
Don't be lasagna.
Tom, bring it over here since Melanie's already gotten some. It's consuming. We're gonna try the lion.
Get the roar.
It's good.
We're gonna do the lion.
Get the roar.
Anything special? Anything I should know?
What we need is Katy Perry raw. Come on now.
It's muy delicioso.
Sorry, Christian.
Mine's
I
is
tried to
not
bring us
wiping the
back,
check.
and it didn't work.
Mine's is not wiping out the chestnut farce. Okay.
No.
America's full of nuts.
A lot of things we banned in America have relation to like certain industries, farming, that kind of thing. Like
it kind of tastes like Dave, what you brought over, except it's the coffee stuff.
Coffee crisp.
It's gonna has a very nice crunch to it. I love it. Yeah,
Crunch.
good.
I gotta go to Publix and get
Okay,
one.
we don't need to see me eating.
No, we stay on Christian since I had to have
And everyone
an
got
entire
quiet.
episode with me eating.
Not my
everyone
fault.
got quiet when Christian was eating. We're like, ooh, fascinating.
All right, Melanie, give me your beverage. So I can watch this. Thank you.
Have a sip.
Go.
Cheers.
Yeah,
All right, we have a
Sean.
show to run, Dave. Sorry.
That's okay. I just wanted to know what Sean's quote was there. Was it "Don't be lasagna"? Is that what you
Don't be
said?
lasagna.
Yes.
12.
That's what he was
That's
referring to.
Don't be lasagna.
It's not my real quote. The real quote would be much more quotey, but don't be lasagna. I love it.
Yeah, be
Quotey.
chicken and ribs so that we can buy and sell more chicken killers.
You're a chicken killer?
Yes, we're gonna get more chicken killers.
I
Barbecue
mean, it's
killers.
not wrong.
Billy, if you're watching this, have I got a new hashtag for you, pal? So,
Oh
ranch.
my!
I'm confused. Is this about a food episode or is this about quote episodes? Because I'm getting.
You know what? We
This
were
is about
doing
quote
food.
episodes.
This
Quotes
is,
like
this is a
"Don't be lasagna."
traveling.
There you go.
No, this is a traveling
I also
artist
think I just
episode.
misspelled lasagna, but that's okay.
Indecente.
That's okay.
Sagni.
Anyway,
Yeah.
let's get back to reality.
Lasagna.
Oh, there goes gravity.
Mavity.
Mavity. Yeah, thank you.
All right,
Yeah,
so let's
just
talk
no,
quotes.
Yes.
I think it's only fair, since it took 3 tries, that we let Melanie go first.
No, I'm no. Oh, we know. Okay, fine. We'll do the Melanie's third. Okay. We will do. Yeah, I've got.
Hey,
like,
wait a
food
minute.
running
She's got no
around here.
cat yet.
They're running around.
Yeah.
Let's do mine, and then everyone can guess in the chats and whatever of who done stole quote number 2 and who stole quote number 1. So Melanie's third quote that was able to be accepted. How do you want to do this? Do I just say the quote? Do I say the doctor? Do we put the meme up so I just read it? What do you want to do?
Yeah, there are.
Tom will put up the meme so you can read the quote.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
So, it's a fourth Doctor quote. It's my third favorite Doctor quote. And it's in this galaxy. There's a mathematical problem. Luna, don't touch.
I
Is that
don't
part of the
remember the
quote?
doctor's
Was
name.
that
I
part
don't
of the
know
quote?
what that.
That would be Luna pushing. Of course, she found a paper plastic bag. I am so sorry. Put it back up and I'll read it again.
I put it back up.
Thank you. In this galaxy, there's a mathematical probability of 3 million Earth-type planets, and in the universe, 3 million galaxies like this. And in all that, and perhaps more, only one of each of us. I absolutely adore that quote because it reminds me of another quote that's not Doctor Who, and I'll just paraphrase that one, and that's Helen Keller saying, I'm just me. So again, I'm going to paraphrase it. I may be one, but I'm still one. I might not be able to do everything, but I can do something. And to me, that Doctor Who quote really invokes the importance of and the beauty of the singular. That yes, there's so many of us, but we all are also, when you get down to it, we're individuals and we have our uniquenesses, and that should be celebrated. And that many times during the whole span of Doctor Who, he or she has always been, the Doctor has always been a champion of the singular person and how important each and every person's life is. So that's my and Tom Baker can read the dictionary to me, and I would just be absolutely enamored just listening to his voice. So that's my quote.
Nice. It almost kind of also reminds me a little bit of like Carl Sagan's Pale Blue Dot, talking about just like the smallness of like the planet, but like the uniqueness of every person. I think that's very beautiful.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a joke around one of the April Fools that Tom Baker, they actually were going to have Big Finish have Tom read the entire dictionary? I put it on audio. I could have sworn that was an April Fool's joke. But I'm like, I would have bought it. I would have bought it.
It seems reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then how many words would we just have? You could just isolate so many clips of Tom Baker saying certain words. It's like, I'm going to keep this for when I need it.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I think the Animaniacs did that already, though.
But I mean, all the Doctors have been given poignant lines, but I just think that the tone of his voice, his timbre, his optimism within those vocal cords, he just becomes so quotable. And of course, the writing that was given to him to perform.
Would you like a jelly baby?
Absolutely.
It's not that he would make a twist on it. He'd be reading jelly.
Yeah,
I remember jelly babies once, and then he would go off on this 5 minute tangent. It's just like
weird. So how would you like us to guess which quotes? Because should we do it when other people are going? Would you like the chat to guess them right now? Because I definitely think there's a quote that you might have wanted that I could see someone else taking a Fourth Doctor quote, but I don't want to say it now because I don't want to spoil it.
In my opinion, I think everyone should just go, and at the very end, let everyone speak to the poignancy of the quote, why it means it to you, blah, 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 blah. And before we go to the next one, see if you can guess if it was my one or my two.
Okay.
Everybody in the chats, when we put up our quotes, just type in Melanie. This is Melanie, or this is Melanie, just to see if she pulled it off on that one.
Hashtag Melanie.
There you go. Hashtag Melanie.
Yeah, I'm the hashtag.
In reality, it's actually Sean's quote that he's just trying to distract us.
What, that I'm the thief, or it was going to be my
thief.
quote?
You're the thief.
Yes, of course I'm the
He
thief.
stole. Actually, Melanie, he
Christian
stole
knows
all
the
of them.
thieves.
I know. No, there's more than one. I think there's more than one, but maybe it's Sean. Sean stole them all.
Who's next up?
I stole them all.
Sean, because he stole them all.
Okay, that seems reasonable. Sean, because they stole them all.
Would you like me to set up the quote first and then have, because I am not able to read the quote on the screen. Would you like me to set it up and then have you read the quote and then talk about it for a second and then we can move on? Or would you rather just read it first and then I can do that?
Kristen, what do you think?
Whatever you want. And how do you want to present this quote? Let me put it that way. I know it's a bit massive. We can read it.
So, so I told Christian what quote I wanted to put in there, like what quote I wanted him to include in it, and he very diligently, or maybe it was Dave, I don't know which one of you did this, but you went and got the whole quote, like the quote, the whole quote, and nothing but the quote. Like you got the whole thing there.
In his hand.
And so this is a 12th Doctor quote. It's probably the most famous one, but it is from the Zygon inversion, and it's the one that he gives when he's trying to talk them down from starting a war. And I'll let you guys go, and then I'll talk about why it's meaningful to me.
Okay, Sean. In our defense,
thank you very much for.
In our defense, really, it's not like we can hack this up and still give it its justice.
That's true.
We have to
That's
read the
very true.
whole thing.
Yep.
So.
No, and it's not a criticism. Like, I'm glad you did that because I'm like, ooh, this is kind of like self-indulgent because I love this quote. So I'm really glad you're doing it. Thank you.
Dave, did you want to read the first part and I'll read the second?
Sure.
Okay.
So let me ask you a question about this brave new world of yours. When you've killed all the bad guys and it's all perfect and just and fair, when you have finally got it exactly the way you want it, what are you going to do with people like you, the troublemakers? How are you going to protect your glorious revolution from the next one?
When you fire that first shot, no matter how right you feel, you have no idea who's going to die. You don't know whose children are going to scream and burn, how many hearts will be broken, how many lives shattered, how much blood will spill until everybody does what they were always going to have to do from the very beginning: sit down and talk. Listen to me. Listen. I just want you to think. Do you know what thinking is? It's just a fancy way for changing your mind.
You know, it would almost be worth the copyright strike to get the clip of him doing it.
No, I don't know.
We
We're not
don't
gonna
do it
strike.
justice.
I can try to do Peter's voice again. It's been a while.
No.
When you finally never mind.
Never mind.
That's gonna hurt.
That's of course a beautiful quote, and then he goes on to talk about Gallifrey and how many screams he hears, and you know, there is the more obvious application of this quote when people hear it. Just scale this up to any number of wars that the human race has engaged in from the beginning of time. But I also think this applies to our own lives. This is why this is so important to me, just because I think this is a general philosophy that I think more of us should try to employ, and I certainly try to myself, because you know, everyone has their shortcomings, and it's hard to keep this in mind, because a lot of the time when we feel like us or even anyone we love has been done wrong, our first instinct a lot of the time is we want justice, but rage intersects with justice. And even if it's just like, this could be something that happened to you like at work, right? You know, someone passed you up for a promotion, and it's just like, I really think that understanding that, like, though we have conflict and people are going to do things that definitely are not just, I think having that instinct to respond with, yes, like respond with a sense of justice, but also understand that, like, when you bring so much hatred and revenge and just allow those, almost kind of like the dark side, when you allow that to dictate how you respond to people, it really does beget a cycle of endless revenge a lot of the time. And it's like just being able to break the cycle, being able to be the bigger person to say, you know what, I'm going to live to fight another day. I mean, obviously, if someone's doing something to harm you, you should, you know, do what you can to defend yourself. I'm not talking about that, but I'm saying, like, when you just really feel like you've been wronged, like being able to be the bigger person and break the cycle, I think actually does make the world a better place. And it's so hard to do that. And I understand that. Right. And even, you know, like he said, like, no matter how right you feel, sometimes you have a sense of justice when you respond to someone in a certain way. But even that can, you know, it's a path to the dark side. Right. And I just think it's so important to conduct ourselves that way, and to give, basically, as John Lennon said, to give peace a chance, you know, when possible and when practical. And I think that's really important, not just for situations of war, but in our everyday lives. And especially having the 12th Doctor go through what he went through before this current life with the 12th Doctor, and beforehand, and even during, with stuff with like Missy, having him go through that and want to take that vengeance and learning that there is a better way. I think Peter Capaldi's Doctor has the best arc of any of the Doctors, honestly, in that way. And so, yeah, this quote is deeply meaningful to me. And I think just like most people who watch this, it's like I had chills when that episode aired. I can remember watching that episode and just thinking, like, damn, that was really, really meaningful. You know, so that's why that quote's important to me.
Okay. And it's a great quote.
Yeah. I hope I explained that in a way that made sense. I don't know if I worded that exactly like I meant to, but I hope
you did.
I hope it made sense. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I wasn't fishing for the applause, but
Tom.
Yeah.
Oh my. You mentioned wanting that you were only going to do part of that quote. What was the couple of sentences that you wanted to use out of that?
The quote, the part of the quote, let me think, because I know I had, oh yes, before everyone, how many lives will be shattered, basically, before everyone does what they were always going to have to do from the beginning, sit down and talk. Like that's the thing, right? Because a lot of the time, I think that's what it ends up coming down to. Like, after all the other rigmarole, like, and I'm not saying I don't understand why those things don't happen, but I'm not, with this specific quote, I'm not necessarily bringing this quote to relate to current world conflicts or anything. Although, I mean, I think this quote generally applies to a lot of different things, but I think just in general, the sentiment, even in people's own lives. Like, I think it's just a good principle to live by, because most of us aren't engaged in war most of the time, hopefully, but I just think it's a good philosophy.
I just call it Wednesday.
Wednesday. No, that's a wholly different show.
Yes.
Wednesday's a whole different show.
If I could just add to that, Sean, I think it's because also one of the great things about that line is that not only breaking the cycle, but when he says that one line, we're going to have to do anyway, even after everything, after blood has been spilled, lives are lost, so many things, you were going to have to sit down and talk anyway. That's where everything was going to come to. So you can come to a point. And plus, if you're going to start the war, who's going to finish it? Because once you win, it just continues on and on and on. You'll do something that somebody doesn't like, and they'll start a war. They'll do something that somebody doesn't like, and they'll start a war. Where we just break the chain, just say, "Hey, let's talk about this." And every time I see that quote come up in places, one of the things I keep on saying is somebody needs to send that video to the government, all the governments.
Right. And not to overstay my time, I promise I'm gonna yield my time here. But like, even in the show Cobra Kai, they talk about this a little bit. It's just like, oh, someone's messing with you, just go up and just hit him and show that you're boss. It's like, and then what? Like, do you think they're just gonna go away after that? Like, it's like, oh, you showed me. It's like, that's not how human beings work ever.
Yeah.
It's like someone's got to decide. Like, no, I'm not gonna be an idiot. I'm gonna be the bigger person, right? And yeah, I think they should. I think I would love it if every politician watched this. That would be fantastic. But yeah,
I think I want to go next because my quote kind of dovetails in really well with all of that conversation.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So let's put up mine. And this is a popular quote. Billy brought it up in the comments as well. The very powerful and the very stupid have one thing in common. They don't alter their views to fit the facts. They alter the facts to fit their views, which can be uncomfortable if you happen to be one of the facts that need altering. And I love, like, you can cut it off right after they alter the facts to fit their views. That's a perfectly just a reasonable quote, but adding that second part in there just adds a little bit of extra compassion to the quote. I really think I've said this before, and it's not a big surprise. I have a giant hole in my Doctor Who-ness that is Tom Baker. I've seen very little Tom Baker. I'm not even sure I've seen this episode. I just know the quote. And when it came up, what quote do you want to use? I'm bad at quotes. But this was the quote that came into my head immediately. And I think it's so fitting for today. Without getting too political, this is the news right now. This is where we are in the world. Is people not following facts. They're altering the facts to fit their views. It is so poignant to everything that's going on in the world around us these days. And Talons of Wang Cheng, starring Tom Baker. There we go. That apparently Melanie has it, not just kicking around. Ha! Gee, yep. Okay. Well, we'll do it. It's already been. I think Faith is in the comments saying Melanie. This is Melanie's quote.
Oh, it was.
And it was.
Surprised that it wasn't Christian that took it, since I know this is a favorite.
It also was. Christian was going to take this quote too. I think so. That's three of us that pulled this quote.
Wait, so why are you guys calling me a thief? Dave stole from two people.
I was just trying to distract.
Why would the thieves tell you how they did it?
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Especially Sean, we can just get you going. Just like it's all him. It's all Sean.
Got me monologuing.
I did not know that I was stealing anybody's quote. I am unsurprised that I have stolen somebody's quote. because it is a
don't
really
care.
good one.
It's not stealing if you were first, so you're fine.
True.
It was just
Ooh, that's a quote right there. It's not stealing if you were first.
I mean, you weren't. Let me tell you.
Should I make another 12th Doctor meme with that? It's not stealing if you said it first.
That's a Melanie meme.
There's a Melanie meme.
That's
Hold on,
really-
let's bring up this. Make my screen.
Okay, while you
bigger.
do that, I want to make the point going back to Sean's quote. The fun part of that, even though like quote, or even you could say like kind of a bitty monologue, is how many since when Capaldi performed that and it aired, there became this small little blip, kind of a during conventions where any doctor that had a panel would be asked to perform that as a cold read. And I know if you look on YouTube, you can absolutely find McGann performing it and the great Sir John Hurt performing it. So both are cold reads, but again, it's just such a beautiful, beautiful quote that Capaldi performed, with such amazing, that just for people to really, feel it, understand it, and then want it, and it stayed within their hearts, that when they go to a Doctor Who convention or any type of convention to see a doctor, they were asked to perform that. So it's definitely just written in the Doctor's DNA or TNA.
Yeah.
What? Time Lord Fabulous.
Fabulous. Everyone's fabulous. I'm fabulous too.
But that was my second one. That was my second try. And they were like, nope, Dave got it.
Nope,
I'm like,
can't do it. Sorry.
That's fine.
It's just such a meaningful quote. It's just so soothing. And the more time goes on and the news cycle continues, the more important that quote seems to be. And that's not, and I think it dovetails really well with Sean's quote in a similar sort of way. We should sit down and talk, but in order to do that, you have to accept facts, not make the facts what you want them to be.
We have to share a reality for us to be able to negotiate, basically.
Exactly. And that is something that seems to be a challenge for us as humans right now.
Yeah.
I'll go as far as forever. That has always been a thing. Always, not just now. Just it's poignant now, but it's always
it's always been a problem.
constant.
It just seems to be a bigger, or at least a more publicized problem nowadays.
Well, have you guys ever heard the quote that, like, I think it's a lie can get around the world 7 times before the truth has a chance to put its shoes on?
Yeah.
I have not, but that's bloody brilliant.
That was just a story of the media today. It's just like once you put the lie out there, it's out there, and for the truth to finally correct itself, to autocorrect the lie, I mean, it's too late now because the lie already made its way around. So, a lot of truth in that.
Exactly. Let's see.
I feel very uplifted right now.
I think.
Sorry, what was that, Sean?
Sorry, Sean. I was going to say I think my quote follows on from your two quotes.
All right,
you can go ahead. I just said I feel very uplifted right now because we just said a bunch of really depressing things. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I had to write a book about a lie that went around to get the truth out.
You're uplifted
that route.
down. Is that like...
Well, my quote's a little
all
bit.
right, fine.
It might as well go.
Candyman next then.
Yeah.
Go for it, Candyman.
Okay, so I'm just going to set the scene. It is the middle of an alien civil war, and the Doctor walks into a cafe, and he sits down, and he ponders. Does anyone know that scene?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, can you pull up the quote?
Yep.
Is this the 7th?
Okay.
Yep.
The picture's wrong, but yeah.
Yeah, the picture's wrong. I've done it.
But it's noise.
Every great decision creates ripples, like a huge boulder dropped in the lake. Ripples merge, bound off the banks, in unforeseeable ways. The heavier the decision, the larger the waves. More certainty for consequences. I just think that's such powerful. Everything you decide or everything you do will create ripples. Whether or not they're good, bad, indifferent, you can do something, you can make things, and you can control basically your reactions, your what you do, but you can't control how the waves or the ripples come backwards and forwards. And I'm just thinking when he carries on with, if you ever seen that clip, and he just talks to the guy behind the counter, talking about sugar. Would sugar make a difference? It make my tea sweeter, but would it make a difference? And he goes on to it. I just think something which is so small can have such an effect on something without you realizing. It's more like the chaos theory, like the butterfly flap with wings to create a tornado in another country. And that's why I think this is like, because you were talking about sitting down and talk, but again, if you don't talk, but you have to make a decision to talk. You have to make a decision to decide whether or not you're going to go to war or you're going to sit down and talk. And like I said, the bigger the decision, the larger the waves. And I just think that's something we have to do on a daily basis in our lives, make decisions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark, you're it was this is actually one of my favorite quotes in the whole series. In fact, I would probably put this in the top 10. And strangely enough, it's just kind of like tossed into Remembrance of the Daleks. It's just like thrown in there. But I really don't think it was appreciated as much as I appreciate it, because looking back at it again, the Doctor's about to go to war with the Daleks. And now, to me, it's the Doctor having all this knowledge of the universe. And he decides to go to a bar, sit down, and geek out with this guy he's never met. And he comes out and he mentions a question about the sugar. And the guy goes, yeah, it would make your tea sweet. But the Doctor's going like, well, what about the bigger picture? What about everything else? And it turns out the guy did get affected because of the sugar, because his great-grandfather got chained up and he was sent to where was it? Kingston. Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
And he says if it wasn't for the sugar thing, I wouldn't be, my great-grandfather would have been dragged over to Kingston. And then the Doctor goes, yeah, see what I'm telling you? And at the very end, he keeps on geeking out with this guy. And what does the guy do? Let's get on with it. That was it.
And
Yeah.
then
And
on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah, exactly. I like to think that that conversation with the Doctor inspired him to go to Bel Air and be with Uncle Phil.
There you go.
I think the best thing as well, the Doctor wasn't just fighting the Daleks; he was fighting two factions of the Daleks, and those two Daleks was in the Civil War, and he had to decide which one is he going to do. Has he made that right decision? Has he made that right choice to send it to the Imperial Daleks, or should he send it out? And that's the thing; he couldn't decide whether or not it was like stuck in a paradox, and that's what I love about that quote. It's a paradoxical quote.
Yeah, he was thinking out this this huge thing, and he went into a bar to talk to somebody because he needed to geek out with somebody, and then the person was giving his perspective, a human.
Yeah.
Because he can't conceive what the Doctor's thinking right now, but he's giving him a philosophical questioning. And the guy's going like, yeah, well, just live life. Keep going. Yeah, just, life's like that. Just best to go on with it. So I really think that little scene in Doctor Who meant a lot more than a lot of the scenes in Doctor Who. And it was just this simple little gem that just sat in this episode.
Yeah.
So to me, it was awesome.
And it was a nice little greasy spooner. I don't know if you have those in America, greasy spooners.
Yeah,
diners. Certain diners.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was, but yeah, we do.
So,
all right. So I've got another quote here before we go to the next person.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Nice.
That's silly.
Noise.
I'm good with that.
Dave, I would like to do Face, if you don't mind. I'm going to read it for you.
Yeah, let's do Faiths.
Got it. So Faith had chosen the 13th Doctor, and she says none of us know for sure what's out there. That's why we can. You know what, Faith, you do this. I'm seriously. You do your own stuff for once. Get in here, Faith.
None of us know for sure what's out there. That's why we keep looking. Keep your faith. Travel hopefully. The universe will surprise you. Constantly. Now I got my glasses on and my phone because I'm not really great at coming up with things on the spot. Whoa! You can see my ring light through the glasses with a rainbow. That's so cool. Okay, so this quote is the one that I resonate with the most. I have a lot more Doctor Who quotes that I really like, but this one, you know, it's 13 in her first season, or towards the end of it at least, and she's happy-go-lucky, optimistic, and I just really resonate with it because the tone, the music, the vibe, I just got chills when I first heard it. But it also resonates with me because it's just a good reminder that life is precious, every bit of it. And small things really do matter, and to live your life to the fullest because we only have one, and so we have to live it up. Being or remaining hopeful and adventurous for what is to come, because you never know where the next part of your journey in life will bring you. And sometimes it's really exciting, sometimes it can be a little scary, but, you know, change is inevitable and you carry on. I just really like it. And if I was ever to get a tattoo, which I don't know if I will, but like if I was, that's the one that I would get because I resonate with that one so much. I take it everywhere with me. Okay, bye guys.
Well, there you go.
So, quote aside, that was a very good impression.
Yes. I think Faith mentioned that she did that for Jodie at MegaCon. Is that I know you're in the comments there, Faith. Is that do I remember that right? Did I remember reading that right? That
I think that's 100% sure. I remember her saying that. But yeah, I just first of all, for anybody who's not familiar with Faith, there she is right there. 101 cosplays to see on the Instagram. Check her out. She is our premier 13th Doctor cosplayer. So, and quite adorable. And I would place money that for $10 she is not getting a tattoo. I don't think I don't think that's going to happen. Don't make me lose money, Faith. But $10, she's not getting a tattoo. It's not going to happen.
Full back tattoo of that quote in Gallifreyan. Shoulder to shoulder, just full back.
That's right. Get a full T-shirt like that. Throw it, and yeah, big tattoo.
She saw Jodie like 8 times when we were there.
Yeah.
Depending on where you put them.
She would have to tattoo the photo of her in front of the TARDIS with Jodie at the TLTT area in MegaCon because that's just pinnacle moment to just always remember.
Tom, did you say she saw her 8
back
times?
tattoo again? Just
Full
the
back,
whole thing.
full back.
It was Sunday when she was my handler to go see Jodie, and then in return, I was her handler trying to find Melanie. And I was like, you know what? Let me look at the numbers that are up there to find. It's like, okay, found Melanie's booth. Melanie's up there. Got the picture. Comes back. She stopped by. I'm at the Star Wars raffle, and then comes back. We sat in. So it was a day. I still have the receipt from when I bought Faith the
Dipping
Dots and the Mountain Dew. I lost it, but it's somewhere here. But in return,
I swear we need to get Faith something. I don't know. I just lost my thoughts.
You get Faith the tattoo. What?
Faith the tattoo.
Get a tattoo.
I think. Yes. Faith the tattoo.
I think.
Do they do? Wait a minute. Do they do tattoos at MegaCon?
They used to. It's easier to do it in.
Con does it too. I know.
It's easier though when they're in North South because they have a bigger footprint.
Oh,
they did not have Tattoo Alley in West, and I know we're going to be at West again next year. Oh, but speak as Faith did it perfectly about Melanie meme. Yes, this was my first choice. I love it so much I painted it.
Yes.
Oh.
And this happens to be the painting that Tom alluded to that to come by my booth to grab a print for Faith.
Well, you painted that?
Yeah, this is mine.
Oh,
Melanie does everything.
Let me look at that.
This is my travel, hopefully.
It's a damn good painting.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
So,
I didn't even know you painted. I did not know that.
Yeah, Do a lot of portraits. Lots of portraits.
Nice.
Lots of
That's
portraits
amazing.
and pet
Let's give it a
portraits
look.
and all that fun stuff. But yeah,
And
so yeah,
especially-
that was my first one that I wanted, and I knew Faith had gotten it. That's why I'm
And
like, is it possible? No. I'm like, okay, fine.
We were all asleep on it too because none of us guessed. But like, we were guessing all the other ones, and like we did not guess that was the Melanie one.
No, I
We
just
failed.
I wonder if nobody ever thought of mine.
Well,
Like, I just wanted to say that quote as well. I think that quote is literally the last moment we get with Jodie in season 11. I think. So, as she's going into the TARDIS after the Battle of Ranskoroth Kolos, I think, right?
Yes, because that's because it was almost, it felt as if it was a good kind of end cap for her first, like I believe her first season. Because it was a very doctory quote. It was really one of those kind of like, again, I always just love the just travel hopefully enough is wonderful enough for me so that I know that I think those two words encapsulates the entire quote in my opinion. You guys gotta look at the chat.
super chat.
Look at the super chat.
Yeah, I got a super chat.
There's a super chat.
Oh, okay.
I believe there's a
All
fund.
highlighted. There we go.
Oh, wow.
There's
What did they say?
So Mark, is that your $2?
It says hashtag tattoo for Faith.
Okay.
How many of you guys have tattoos? This poor girl, don't torture her. How many do Desiree have?
Nope.
Nope.
I'll torture her. I'm not doing it.
I don't have any only because I haven't figured exactly what I want, where I want the one I want. It's also the tattoo artist I really want to go to.
3.
No tats for me.
Technically-
I've never gotten a tattoo or a piercing, actually.
I got acne.
Technically,
Okay.
yeah, technically.
All right. So, yeah, let's go with Gadget now. Gadget was wondering if you said you were wondering if anyone else would have picked yours. What was your quote?
Well, I had 2. Are we doing only 1 or are we doing 2?
I'm trying to find it.
I think. Oh, really? I thought I went everybody.
I
don't see her name on here.
Really? Hang on a second.
Oh, yeah, forgotten again, like my childhood. When you deal with a narcissistic mother, yeah.
There's one in here.
No, that's yours. That's not mine.
Oh, okay.
Everything's
mine is
there they go.
That's
the one.
Well, it was depending on which one you were doing, because one alludes to what's on my head, and the other one says you can always judge a man by the quality of his enemies.
You told me that
That's
one.
a good
Tell
one.
you what, hang
From
on
the
a second.
Seventh Doctor.
I can see him saying that to Ace.
That's a great
No,
one.
it was in an episode. It was. Sylvester McCoy. It was in the Remembrance of the Daleks,
Did you give
1988.
me?
I'm looking through our
Basically,
chat.
it's
And I
Did you give me a quote?
Yeah, I gave you 2 on your personal page.
Oh,
So
well,
it wasn't me. It was Christian again.
buried alive. Buried alive.
And my other quote was basically, you got weapons? We're in a library. The best weapons are in the world are books. So knowledge is power, and you can be and a person is judged by their enemy.
Oh
the
God,
quality
it's
of
like
their
in the
enemies.
middle of nowhere here. Hang on. a
I
second.
go every spectrum. I go the other way. I go this way and that way,
All
but
right.
never in the middle.
I'll do you a service. I'm gonna throw them both into the chat so that people can see.
Okay.
I guess because I didn't get a picture, I apologize. So there you go.
Those are good quotes, though. I really like the quality of his enemies one. I didn't remember it was Classic Who, but I definitely remember
It's
that line.
classic Who, and it's funny because it always the meaning of it is basically if you have no enemies, you may not be standing for anything significant, or if you have enemies, if your enemies are petty or immoral, it reflects your own character, whereas facing high quality intellectual and power opponents implies on your own strength. Or basically, it's you can easily judge the character of a man by how he treats those who can do nothing for him. So it's like how it's the like the I would say in Gen Z term or anything like that would be the word hater, and what it means is having anger. What is it? Hater is having anger towards everyone. H is having. H is anger. T is towards everyone successfully or succeeding. And basically, think about it. Look at the Doctor's enemies and stuff. What did he get out of it? He had the Master. He had all the others and stuff.
Having
then you
anger
got-
towards everyone reaching success.
Sorry, reaching success. Thank you.
I was gonna be like having
That's
anger toward
it's my
everyone's riz.
dyslexia kicking in. So
So
I figure, like, if you don't have any enemies, then you have nothing. You know, it's just like if you have an enemy, that means you're actually doing something right, and you're showing something. But I grew up in a family that said, don't be jealous, hateful, or envious, because if you're jealous of somebody, why don't you learn what they can do? Don't be hateful that you can't learn it right now. Maybe they can teach you. And don't be envious, because once you learn that, you don't have to envy them for anything. So that's why I don't understand people. And that's why this quote means stuff to me, because maybe I'm doing something right because people actually hate what I'm doing because they internally don't understand that they are actually cheating themselves out of something that could be wonderful. Whereas with my other quote, you know,
Wrong library. I found the quote.
Wrong
It's in the wrong
library.
library.
Wrong
That
library.
one I
My
Thank you
quote,
if that's
wrong
AI.
library.
Thank you if that's AI.
It's not AI. I just
Okay.
Googled it real
But-
fast. And found
Sorry,
that.
but the other one is like the best weapons in the world are books, basically. And I love that because being dyslexic, my only weapon was knowledge, was basically researching and doing everything, because a lot of people said I was too stupid to do it, or I had a mixed up brain, or things like that. So when I heard him say your best weapons are books, they are, because like the pen is mightier than the sword, you know? Words are truth. Words are, you know, coins have two heads and two tails. Your weapons are your books today, because if you don't keep that knowledge and research and do things and stuff, you know, you're not going to know how to fight later on. And with the decline in you doing your own work, I think that's going to happen, because if I can quote a quote and then you let ChatGPT allegedly do it and you can't retain what you just did on ChatGPT, but I can, or like my book I wrote, you know what I mean? So it is, your books are your weapon. Even when I was being lied about allegedly with an ex-boyfriend, and I wrote the book to show the truth, and I finally got redemption from that. So it's like these quotes mean a lot to me because of the way I grew up, the way my life was. And when I saw the episodes, I was like, yeah, they ring true. So yeah, it's always, like I said, the version of hater and everything. And this one is because now we need to be reading. We need books as our weapon because they're being taken away. So yeah, that's my theory on those two. And I have a lot of enemies, so yeah. So let me take these off now. I don't have my devil horns.
Tommy, you want to go up?
Oh, my turn, right?
Yeah. Or it's
Yes, I
mine
know
or
I'm
yours.
wrong then. Okay, let's see here.
Yeah, I put that in the chat just in case people start complaining. I'm just like, yeah, I know it's the wrong library. I just quick Googled it, and it's like, right quote, wrong library.
But I mean, but the great thing with Tennant is that the whole scene is it's a rallying. He really is doing as a rallying cry to as a call of arms. I mean, he ends it with arm yourselves, but just the passion that he's saying, that how important it is that these books have the information that they're gonna win. You know,
and libraries
win
here in New
overall.
York saw a surge in reading after he said that. You know, so he has the power. You know, words have power.
Oh, that's a good segue. I have the power.
No, you're wrong voice.
Well, I am a
All right.
founder of Motuniverse, and Sean stole my quote too.
All right, Tom, you're up.
And so did Dave.
Sorry.
So
Something told me not
got
that one.
leaves all around.
Surrounded by thieves.
You're right. Dave's not here. It's me. So first, I chose logic, my dear Zoe, merely enables one to be wrong with authority. This came up when, back in high school, when the release of the Cybermen on tapes came out. The audio was written and performed by David Banks, the cyber leader. I had ordered them overseas from the UK, and that was on the origins of the Cybermen. Or was it the second one? Anyway, but when he said, logic, when the second Doctor stated, logic, my dear Zoe, merely enables one to be wrong with authority. that fit very well because our society is pretty much that way. Anyone can say anything they want as long as they're in power. They get away with it, whether it's wrong or right. So I left this up here because I did not take a peek at anything on StreamYard. I just put everything up there, and I learned from Christian to actually put names under the pictures so it makes a lot of sense of what to look for. The basic things in which we know to do. And it's like,
you live, you learn.
And then there's loves. You know. So in general, that, but I'm going to go with the original one I had. That's why I didn't put up, but I'm going to post it and I'm going to read it from the original, you might say. One day I shall come back. Yes, I shall come back. Until then, there must be no regrets, no tears, no anxieties. Just go forward in all your beliefs and prove to me that I am not mistaken in mine. I hold truer to this for quite some time. Everyone knows, well, the majority knows what happened with the other show, and I'm still not ready to talk about it. But the fact is that every single person, no matter whom they are, has stated, I need to go back to my channel. I need to start doing the reviews again. I need to start doing the snack reviews. And as I talked with Christian earlier, I have, and of course Gadget, I have all this food lying around because I work in a freaking grocery store. Something new comes out. Or I go to Walmart. Oh, yes. The True Blue Milk did come out. It happened at my store because my friend who's the dairy manager ordered it. I said, you have the first, my friend. Because he got it in, and it was amazing. It only lasted like a few days, whatever True Moo did. But now there's the extended dates, and it should be, because this is time for the Star Wars movie. May 4th has passed, and I was able to get it. I drank my blue milk, and if I didn't go to Walmart today, so I'll probably go back to work because you have at least another week before it expires, because it's there. It was. Oh my God. I got so segued off. I got so far off the track.
God.
I fought in your general direction.
Oh my God.
Your mother was a hamster and your father smelt of elderberries.
Okay.
Is there anyone else that we can talk to?
All right, yeah.
Let's go. Let's quickly. We're running out of time here, so let's kind of bang out a few of the audience quotes. Christian.
Hey, wait a minute! Don't I get mine?
Oh yeah, we haven't done you. I thought we had done you.
It's another typical day here.
Sorry, Christian. Go.
We ran out of time.
I'm not even. Hey, Christian. What's your favorite quote that's important to you?
For some reason, I was thinking we'd already done you. I think it was a comment you had made about someone else's quote.
This man just says, "Now go."
Go.
It was a toss-up because, first of all, it was this quote, the one that Faith put in. It would have, Tom.
Oh, sorry,
Tom. This one I'm taking over for a second. It says 900 years of time and space, and I've never met anyone who wasn't important. Let me do that quickly because I think that is the mindset of the Doctor. As I've said before, conventions and stuff, what's interesting about the Doctor, he'll walk up and he'll see like a mucus on the ground and everybody will just walk past it and he will actually see beauty in it and see life because he can see things we can't. And he has an appreciation for all life, not recently, but before the stories got wacky, he had appreciation for all life, even when his enemies were dying. He had a care for them. Even when he was tricking Davros, I truly think that there was something inside of him when the Witch's Familiar and the Sorcerer's Apprentice. I really think that there was something inside of him that said, I'm hoping Davros is, give him the benefit of the doubt. Hopefully he's telling the truth. But he was already 3 steps ahead, just in case Davros pulled a fast one, and he did. And I think that was important to realize that that's the character of the Doctor. Even when times are rough or anything, he does find beauty and a necessity of all life. What was it? The Ninth Doctor going, you know, a man, the most important thing in the universe. He was addressing that there's, you know, doesn't matter the life. What was it? Going to Candyman's thing about the ripples, you know, life can make a difference. Even the smallest amount can almost destroy the universe, that we saw on Father's Day. But the one that I focused on the most was this one right here. And it is one of my favorite episodes of at least new Doctor Who, if not all Doctor Who. It's definitely in my top 3. The way I see it, life is a pile of good things and bad things. The good things don't always soften the bad things, but vice versa, the bad things don't always spoil the good things and make them unimportant. And I think this is truly important, especially with the episode Vincent and the Doctor, the way that that was handled, the way that it had to take in the issue at hand. It's one of my favorite episodes, and definitely the episode that I would show people if I wanted to introduce them to Doctor Who. This would be the episode that I would take them in. But again, I think it reiterates the importance of life. And even when things go awry in life, you know, the focus is to just focus on those good things. There's always going to be bad things. What was it? Dennis Miller, I'm paraphrasing the comedian. He said, life is just basically 75-year journey of getting kicked in the balls every day. And it's the case. And I think what builds your character is how you deal with it and how you interact on a daily basis and how you deal with people. I think that's the most important thing. And I think that's Doctor Who in a nutshell. So there.
Beautiful. I like it.
This is me in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Look up to the face. That was so.
Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Fart in your general direction.
Goodness.
Excellent. I'm glad everyone appreciates that.
Yeah.
All right.
It's
All right,
valid.
Let's go ahead.
We got,
Now
we got
I'm
10 minutes, less than 10 minutes. Let's do some audience ones real quick, Christian.
Bad
Do you think we have time?
Always a top.
It's up to you, but it's Tom's pull.
Some starred
Always
ones,
a
right?
top, whichever I see starred. Let's go to the first starred one. Okay, there's that one. Yep. From
Tom Baker,
Billy.
you
The
know.
same as me, yep.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
And then Faith.
Wait, what was it? I'm so sorry. What was the quote?
It was what
Dave's
Dave
quote.
picked. It was Dave's pick.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Faith is going, I am and always be an optimist with the hoper of far-flung hopes and the dreamer of impossible dreams. The 11th Doctor.
Dan.
Dan says, good thing y'all don't do audiobooks and inflection and character is a thing.
Sorry.
Billy.
And Big Finish.
Take away the toys. What am I? If you don't have the toys to scare people, you have not choice, but no choice but to
You have no
talk.
choice but to talk.
This is the 10th Doctor from Billy. Thank you, Billy.
How to read that as well.
The 12th Doctor, Peter Capaldi, laugh hard, run fast, be kind. You have to be able to laugh at yourself and with others. Keep moving. Don't let trouble slow you down, and be kind to everyone. And don't forget, don't eat pears. Oh wait, Candyman's
He's got it. He's
The
got
shirt,
it.
finally.
Billy's got it.
Oh, okay. Never be cruel or cowardly.
never be
Oh
cruel.
my god, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Wow,
Billy
did I
pretty much
forget
got the
about
first one. Yeah,
Oh no,
so
not me.
kudos for
Not me
Billy.
crying in 2017 when the doctor said don't eat pears.
Don't eat pears.
I think that was the most.
So well done,
important
Billy.
quote
For getting it.
Dr. River Song, killing it. Happy ever after doesn't mean forever. It means time. I look at it as life is short and time is moving. Get the best out of life as you can. Cool. Oh yeah, the curator had a nice quote at the end of the 5th. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? I believe.
Yeah. And of course, Melanie said the same thing.
There's the curator.
We'll do 2 more. Whatever
Was it
you do,
Gilbert?
don't blink. You blink, you die. Okay. 10th Doctor from the scary episode Blink. And he also said wibbly wobbly, timey wimey. And Faye says whole worlds pivot on acts of imagination.
That's a great one.
That's a great one.
There we go.
There you go.
All right. Well, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. And thank you guys. But just you want to check us out On the con circuit, Space Coast Comic Con is going to be taking place June 20th through the 21st at the Melbourne, Florida. June 20th at the Wickham
I thought you
Park
froze,
Community
Christian.
Center. I did. At the Wickham Park Community Center. Check this out. You can scan the barcode on the screen. But again, it's June 20th to 21st, which is just around the corner, just about a little over a month away. So make sure that you get your tickets now, and it's going to be very exciting. You can see the guest list is building at Space Coast Comic Con. Check out their Facebook page so you can see a list coming up. For the first time, Epic Verse. It's going to be taking August 21st and the 27th. Just keep in mind, August 21st is a Friday. Weekend of fans, collectors, and families, Pokemon Magic, The Gathering, and sports cards, collectible toys and pop culture items, comic books, and local artists. But the good news is it is free entry and free parking located off of 522 Dog Track Road in Longwood, Florida. That is also better known as the Northland Church. So again, free parking, free entry. There's no reason. There might be Daleks. I'm just saying. There might be Daleks out there. And speaking of might be Daleks, so far, September 25th through the 27th at in St. Augustine, Florida, Ancient City Con. Look at those people. Remember those folks? Too bad that was another convention that picture came from. Legend of the Traveling TARDIS and the Daleks of Florida will be out there. Again, this is going to be at the World Golf Village Renaissance Resort. AncientCityCon.com. Get your tickets now and book your room because you can stay at the hotel where the convention's at. Ancient City Con, we've had a great time, and the Daleks of Florida will be there as special guests. I can't think off the top of my head, but they both do... I think they call the Delta Flyers podcast on the YouTube channel. It is Neil Patrick Duncan. Neil Patrick Duncan.
Lieutenant Paris and
Garrett Wong. Garrett Wong will be out there as well. And that is all of the that's all the conventions that we have planning. And of course, make sure you subscribe to the Facebook and the YouTube channel to keep an eye out on future updates that we'll be doing while we're touring. And does anybody have any last minute things before we wrap her up?
Where is everyone located? You can find out where to find all of us on previous episodes. We're running out of time.
Yeah. or in a few minutes.
All I'm going to say, because you know we had Jason Connery on our show, I'll be meeting him in a couple of weeks' time.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, really?
Jack Kirby.
I'm going to Hearns Arrow, which is Robin Sherwood convention, which I did a couple of years ago. And so there'll be a lot of people from Robin and Sherwood who probably also cross over in Doctor Who.
So. Oh, I hate you now because now I got that song in my head and it never goes away. Anyway, don't forget to say goodnight to Simon. He's over. Why can't I do this? He's over in this corner over there. Don't forget to say goodnight, Simon. And until the next adventure, Tony, take us out.